Hello guys, we're here with another episode of your Twitching Answers, guys. Quick start right here. Because of your guys' comments, because of your interest, the poem section will have its very own videos. I will probably try to release those in between these videos, so I want to do this 2 to 3 times a week, which means the poem videos will be about 2 to 3 times a week as well. So I'll probably do them on alternating days, so we have Twitching Answers one day and then poems the next day, etc. Seems to be kind of the plan, and we'll do that, 4 out of 5 days or 5 out of 5, depending on how the days, weeks goes. So, with that out of the way, thank you guys for enjoying them. I'm glad. We have a question about it later, but that's not for now. We have our first question, which was one of the most upvoted, which was Incon. This was asked by Andrew Lee. Incon, are you running for president in 2020? Because you can't spell American without Incon. And while I would love to, I will definitely not be 35 years old by 2020. And as we all definitely know, you have to be at least 35 years old in order to be eligible to be president, amongst other things. And I certainly do not meet that qualification. So unfortunately, no. But maybe in 2030. Maybe 2030. You best look out. You best look out, world. I'm coming at you hot in 2030. Ragnall123 asks, how did you get to be known as the Kill Stealer support? And if somebody compares me to you in that regard, should I be proud or ashamed? That's actually a great question. Yeah, I got to be known as the Kill Stealer support, probably because of a couple key games where, particularly with Allied, I would say, where we'd be going to get a kill, and as I was learning the support role, because I did transfer over from the mid role, where I would secure a kill that was quite clearly gonna die, which became the big thing. So when the support gets a kill in a situation where it's like, oh, are we gonna get it or not? And you're just trying to get it. That's not a big deal. You just want to get the kill. It's way more important that you just get the kill, period, than who gets the kill. But if you have a situation where guaranteed they're gonna die, right? Their getaway skill is down. You've got them in the middle of the lane, and they're one auto attack away from death. You don't necessarily need to punch him in the face to get the kill when you can give it to your ADC to get him bigger and fed to carry you. Is it all a bad thing? No. Some of the best supports in the game, comes to mind. Trix Tank. Trix Tank is definitely the Incon style support, right? Me and Trix Tank kind of, I was the NA version, and he was the EU version, where you just, you played Bacchus, and you just got the kills, and old warrior support meta where you played Guan Yu, and you just lit everybody up, and you got 10 kills on support. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but nowadays, with more of the supporty, people coming into the meta, Capri, Gab, etc., it's less common to see that, and so it's not necessarily a bad thing, it's not necessarily a good thing, it's just a thing. Alvanix asks, tell us in great detail, what god do you hate the most and why? The god that I hate the most, in terms of going against, is by far, without a doubt, no questions, Janus. Now, you may be thinking, Janus is annoying, but is he really more annoying than, like, Sir Cat or Mercury or Shingten? And just hear me out. I don't think Janus is the best character in the game, okay? I think that that's like Robin right now, right? Like, Robin's like the best character in the game, okay? But Janus, if you don't get to watch my stream very often, if for some reason you're watching this video and you haven't seen any of my other YouTube videos, then perhaps you may not know that I've got a 100% chance to get hit with Janus ult, no matter where I am on the map, no matter what time, Janus could be level 3, and I swear to you, I'm getting hit with Janus ults across the map. There's going to be a highlight video probably in the next week and a half or so, where I actually legitimately got one shot by a Janus ult. I'm walking down the lane, and I got cross-mapped, Soul Reaver procced, one shot. And I was like, dude, please. And then we lost the game because I got one shot. And I was like, guys, I'm so sorry. They're like, man, you're just so unlucky. And I was like, I know. Screw that character. Gonzo asks, do you like doing poems? And did you study something related to it? The second part, did I study something related to it? No, I did not. I do not have any heavy literature background. I took, a couple composition courses in college or whatever, but so did everybody else. That's nothing special. Why do I like poems? Do I like poems? The answer is yes, I love poems. I like poetry, but I also have a thing where even more so than poetry, I like rhyming. I like the flow of rhyming. I like the creativity behind making rhymes. I love storytelling, most of all. Poems are basically an excuse where I can storytell while rhyming and put together two of my favorite things. Yeah, I just really enjoy telling stories. I love making stories. I love seeing where things go. A lot of the times, I don't know how a story is going to develop, how the poem's going to develop. You know, I'll get the first line, and I'll try to think about how I want it to end, but I have no idea how it's going to get there, which is always cool to just kind of see how the story develops and how it comes along. And some of them, you know, some of our poems get really sad out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's getting so sad. When did this happen? It's because I don't know. It just happens. It's kind of fun like that. Jake Mull 2 days ago asked, the most OP god ever in Smite, pre-nerf or not. The most OP god ever in Smite, for me personally, it would be Nemesis release. Nemesis release is the only time I had a 20 game win streak with Nemesis. I played Nemesis 20 games in a row, and I had 20 wins. That's the most wins I've ever gotten in a row with a character, so I give it to Nemesis. Do I necessarily think that that's the most OP ever? No. I think Bologna was probably the most OP ever in recent memory. Mainly just because of it was the whip, right? For those that don't remember, Bologna, you just whipped, and then you whipped, and then you whipped, and you got healed like every single whip, and you like full healed every single whip. And so basically you went Frostbound Hammer at level 1, and then you grabbed 2 health potions and a multi-potion, and you 1v5 invaded, and you could win 1v5 because you popped your health, multi-potions, so those were ticking, and then you auto-attacked, so you were healing off that, and whoever you were auto-attacking couldn't get away because you slowed them, plus you had the extra range with your whip, and you went around and did everything, and then at like level 3, you could like solo the Gold Fury, and level 5, you could like do the Fire Giant. So she was definitely the most like period broken character, but I didn't have a 20 game win streak with her. The Derpy Guide asks, who's a better ADC? Allied or a mouse with a rock on left click? This is a good question because sometimes Allied gets confused for a mouse with a rock on left click. You know, sometimes I look over Allied at land and his eyes are closed and he's leaned back. You know, he's just, you know, he's got his vape, he's just chilling out, you know. He's got his hoodie pulled over his head, eyes closed, plus the hoodie, vaping, and I just see him, and he's got a fist made out. He's got a fist, and he's just pressing left click. That's just fist on left click. And I'm like, Allied, man, what are you doing? He goes, if I'm in the wave, man. I'm like, all right, Allied. So it's a close one. Derpy Guide is close. And finally, our last question, J Dragon asks, where did you get the idea of the Killing Derby series? Honestly, I'm not 100% sure I even remember where the idea came from. I don't remember the exact moment of like, oh, I should do a Killing Derby series. But it was probably that I killed Derby in a ranked game, right? And whenever I killed Derby, I just inherently laugh. You know, he was a previous teammate. There's no hard feelings. It was just, you know, he was a previous teammate, and it's fun to kill previous teammates. I love killing Shing. I like killing Derby. I like killing Weekend. He's on my team right now. You know, it just made me really happy, and it was funny. And, you know, back at the time, the stream, people were like, oh, my God, you know, it's so fun to watch you do that. I was like, oh, well, the people will probably love to see it on YouTube as well, you know, more than the stream. So I also started throwing up a series called Killing Derby on YouTube. It's not like I was, you know, stream sniping him or anything looking for kills, but if I happened to get Derby in my game and I happened to kill him, I'd throw it up on the YouTube, and there was a Killing Derby series, and people liked it, so I kept throwing them up there. It was basically the gist of how the Killing Derby series got started. Thank you guys for your questions. I appreciate it, and thank you for everybody that likes this video and shares it and subscribes to the channel. I could not do it without you guys. Don't forget to leave comments down below, guys, asking me your questions. If you didn't get it this week, chances are you can get it next week. Just go ahead and ask your question, or look for a question that is the same sort of question you're asking for and upvote them, and I'm more likely to answer upvoted questions than I am to not. So thank you guys for coming out to the video. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a twitching day, y'all.